Bears fans, brace yourselves. Something's happening in Chicago that could flip everything we know about this team. You feel it, don't you? The electric buzz in the air. The kind that sends shivers down your spine and a rush of hope flooding through your veins. We've lived through years of heartache and missed opportunities. The timeless agony of watching our beloved Bears struggle for a franchise quarterback. The tantalizing smell of potential that always seemed to slip through our fingers like sand at the beach. But could this be the moment we've all been waiting for? Is it possible that, around the corner, we're on the brink of a seismic shift that could catapult our Chicago Bears into a new era? If you believe the next Bears legend is already in our building, smash that like and stay locked in. Because the winds of change are blowing through Hollis Hall, and they carry a name heavy with promise: Caleb Williams. Let's talk about this sensational talent, our quarterback of tomorrow, who could finally shatter the long-standing glass ceilings this organization has been under for decades. Picture this. It's 2025, and the winds whisper tales of transformation. The sun rises on a Chicago morning pregnant with expectation and possibility. No longer will we lament the days of Jay Cutler falling short of the coveted 4,000-yard mark, his arm talent overshadowed by a revolving door of offensive dysfunction. No longer will we carry the weight of Mitch Trubisky's unrealized potential, a golden opportunity wasted amid the haze of office politics and poor coaching decisions. The past haunts us, every bitter loss engraved in our hearts like a scar. Each attempt to crown a new franchise savior only left us craving more, each quarterback faltering under the immense weight of history and the Bears' expectations. But now, Caleb Williams stands at the threshold of greatness, ready to rewrite what it means to be the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. He's not just a name. He's a living embodiment of hope. Imagine him on the field, commanding the huddle, with a confidence that electrifies the crowd. His stats from his debut season dazzle with 3,541 yards and 20 touchdowns, but now, with the added brilliance of Ben Johnson steering the ship, the ceiling receives a dramatic upgrade. With a renowned offensive mind at the helm, we're hearing rumors that Williams could break through the long-awaited barrier of 4,000 yards, perhaps soaring closer to 4,500. Your heart races at the thought, doesn't it? What if he's not just a quarterback but a magician, transforming the mundane into the magnificent? You can almost taste the victory like the sweetness of a deep-dish pizza washed down with an ice-cold beer after a long night. That idea of success tastes familiar, yet tantalizingly elusive. What does it mean for our Bears' identity if we finally cross that threshold? If our quarterback becomes the true focal point of an explosive offense that rivals even the greatest seasons in Bears history? Could this be the spark that reignites the fire of Bear football? Is our defense finally on the verge of being complemented by an offense that demands respect, thus creating a synergy that makes us unstoppable? The stakes hang heavy in the air, willing and waiting to be grasped. Fans have debated late into the night, around the water cooler, on social media, and across sports talk shows, the endless what-ifs. What if Williams doesn't just meet expectations? What if he transcends them? But what about the Bears of yesteryear? With every thrilling possibility, shadows linger. The ghost of Cutler clouds our memories, the flares of hope snuffed out too soon, the narrative of a gifted arm wasted. What if the ghost of Trubisky whispers doubts in our ears, reminding us of the times we put our faith in names instead of true greatness? And now, amid whispers of another blockbuster trade involving a beloved player, DJ Moore, what ripples might this cause? Would Williams stand to lose his most reliable target? If Moore is sent packing, does that demolish the chemistry they've painstakingly built? Or does it ignite a fire within him? Could this be the fuel he needs to lift his team and confront every challenge head-on when the odds are stacked against him? As tensions mount and anticipation crackles like static electricity, all eyes are on Hollis Hall. The countdown to salvation feels palpable, but will we rise to meet the moment? It begs the question, if Caleb Williams stands ready to set the record book ablaze, Will the winds of fate allow him to break free from the burdens of the past, or will history repeat itself? With the echoes of our Bears past calling for redemption, we brace ourselves for what's ahead. The clock is ticking, and as we all know with the Bears, nothing is ever guaranteed. The excitement is real. Our hopes are set high. Who's ready to take this journey with me, to unveil the secrets of the season, and to dare to believe in a future brighter than the city skyline itself? The stakes are rising, and the answers wait just out of reach. If you're fired up for this ride, smash that like, drop a comment with your boldest prediction, and buckle up because the next act in this drama could redefine everything we thought we knew about the Bears' future. Imagine the pulse in that Hollis Hall facility as Caleb Williams steps in for his first full training camp practice under the watchful eyes of Ben Johnson and a revamped coaching staff hungry for redemption. You can almost feel the sweat-soaked pads, the echoing chatter of veterans questioning every snap, and the young guns pushing to prove they belong in this new era. But what if that very tension sparks a schism in the locker room? Picture DJ Moore pacing the hallway after whispers of a trade swirl around him, his eyes locked on the door, afraid to answer the phone, torn between loyalty to Williams and the fear that he might be the next name shipped out to pay the price for a blockbuster move. What if losing Moore fractures the budding chemistry between Williams and his top target, leaving our rookie QB to find new rhythm with untested weapons, forcing him to summon the grit of Walter Payton when he carried this team on his back? Meanwhile, on the defensive side, veterans like Roquan Smith and Eddie Jackson lean in close during a fiery film session, eyes blazing with the memory of Ehrlich's intensity, chanting 1985 under their breath as they pledge to resurrect. That same ferocity only to have their resolve tested when rookies challenge their leadership, hungry to carve out space in a unit so steeped in legend that any misstep feels like a betrayal of tradition. And what if that clash of old and new creates a pressure cooker where every dropback feels like the weight of Soldier Field, every blitz assignment a referendum on our storied past? Consider the ripple effect through the division. Green Bay's coaching staff sweating over the tape of Williams' cannon arm and Johnson's inventive schemes, scrambling to counter a Bears offense that could rewrite the playbook on mid-range passing and jet sweeps. Minnesota's front office hovering on the edge of panic as they debate whether to append their own rebuild with a bold splash just to keep pace. Detroit's offensive line coach tirelessly devising gap protections to shield Goff from Caleb's aerial assault, fearful of becoming the next punching bag. And yet, amid this swirling storm of strategy and speculation, the real question burns at the heart of every Bears fan. Can a rookie quarterback, even one as transcendent as Williams, withstand the relentless scrutiny of a market that demands instant success? What if the weight of the 9-digit contract and the roar of the sold-out stadium crush him under expectation, snapping his confidence like a brittle branch under a Chicago winter gale? Or conversely, what if this is the crucible that tempers him into a legend, channeling the steely gaze of Mike Singletary as he ignores the noise and delivers pinpoint strikes that lead defenses scrambling? The stakes are monumental. Every practice rep carries the echo of Lombardi Trophy dreams. Every preseason snap holds the promise of playoff redemption, yet also the threat of another off-season of regret. As we edge closer to the regular season opener, rumors of unexpected roster cuts and surprise position battles add fuel to the fire. Could a fringe wideout emerge as Caleb's secret weapon, rewriting the narrative of last year's stagnant offense? Could an undrafted linebacker seize his moment, reminding us of Brian Urlacher's explosive entrance in 2000? And in the shadows, coaches whisper of culture checks and mental toughness drills, a tacit admission that talent alone won't suffice without the unity forged in the furnace of collective belief. So here we are, on the knife's edge between prophecy and peril, our hearts pounding with equal parts hope and dread. Will Caleb Williams ascend to the pantheon of Bears icons, wielding the X's and O's like a paintbrush on an open canvas? Or will the ghosts of seasons past rise to haunt him at every turn, as DJ Moore's fate hangs in the balance, as veterans and rookies vie for their place in this rapidly shifting puzzle, and as the NFC North waits with bated breath to pounce on any sign of weakness, only one thing is certain: the next chapter of Bears football will be written in sweat, grit, and unrelenting ambition, and it promises to be a spectacle unlike any we've ever witnessed. The curtain's about to rise. Are you ready for the show?